So, the first thing that we want to do is make sure that we're establishing economic opportunity within our state, right? When we look at our small business owners across the entire state, they are the backbones of our economy, right? Florida is very tourism driven. And right now we have legislation in place that makes Florida, well, unwelcoming. And so, for example, referencing back to the LGBTQIA plus community, we have legislation in place where it has been deemed that Florida is unsafe for people of that community. So, of course, why would they come and visit Florida, right? They're not going to put their lives in jeopardy. There are also other things that are in place in terms of our legislation where morally and ethically people across the entire country have just put a red X over Florida and say, yeah, no, thank you, right? And that is affecting our budget. So, what we want to do is make sure on one side we are actually implementing the reformation and overturning some of these laws, which again will take time. But then, from an economic standpoint and through the budget, what we want to do is make sure that we're allocating funds for what we call micro grants. So instead of giving out loans, because it just seems like the government always wants us to be in some type of debt, and we're continuously going to be in this process of never ending paying for debt, right? We want to make sure that we are able to facilitate and give out micro grants to our small business owners. We also want to make sure that we are primarily investing within clean energy jobs, which kind of ties into our concern for the environment. So even though the environment isn't its own policy pillar, so to speak, within our campaign, a lot of what we want to implement are what we call legislation that is environmentally conscious. And so when we are investing within clean energy jobs, what we're doing is that we're preserving our future for the next generations to come, right? Because we have to make sure that we understand, and also Republicans too, climate change is real, right? And so we need to make sure that we are stimulating the economy, but also reinvesting within ourselves with these clean energy jobs so that we can ensure that we are protecting our water supply, our air quality, and also our land ultimately as well.